What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ptfo, and today I got some tips and tricks for you in Battlefield 3 on how to play the objective while you're sniping. Now, a lot of people don't really do this when they're going for sniping. They're going for the headshots. They're looking for that glory, that awesome feeling when you pop somebody's head off. Not in Battlefield, but when you just take somebody down in one shot. It's beautiful. But first, we're gonna learn how to play the sniper the correct way and not just going for these headshots. What you're gonna want to do if you're sniping, make sure you do put down a radio beacon for your teammates to spawn on, and be able to actually spot for your teammates. That's what you're there for. That's what a sniper is there for. Recon, and just trying to pick off your enemies and keeping them pinned so your teammates have a way to hold down different places of the map or different sections, and make sure that nobody gets through. Make sure nobody flanks your teammates. That's what a recon sniper is for. That's why they call it the recon class, and a lot of people don't know that, and sometimes they blindly rush in there and try to get all the kills. But anyways, like Battlefield Bad Company 2, let's talk about that a little bit and the difference between that and Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3, you no longer have C4, so it makes it kind of harder to play the objective because you can't take care of vehicles, and the sniper's enemy, worst enemy and weakness is vehicles. And Battlefield 3, everybody's got to make that adjustment to try and actually still play the objective, especially on large maps, and be able to help their teammates. A lot of snipers don't want to do this because there's no way for them to defend themselves against a tank or a LAV or anything like that. They pose no real threat. Now, the way to fight against that is, number one, SoFlam or just using your radio beacon, because if you have a radio beacon and your squad are spawning on you, most likely they're not sniping either. Most likely they're gonna be engineers or assault guys, and they're gonna be able to help you take down those vehicles. Now, when your teammates spawn on you, that's perfect. It's a perfect way to actually play the objective, and you won't have to be afraid of your enemy as well, because if they're in a vehicle, your teammate's going to be there to help you out. This is what this game is made for, team oriented play. That's why everybody kind of gets pissed off when there's a lot of snipers, when there's everybody or the whole team is sniping, because there's not much a sniper could do. That's why if you do see at least 2 to 3 or 4 snipers on your team, you probably shouldn't try to be sniping, because everybody's doing the same thing. It leaves less opportunities. If there's like 3 people sniping on your team and you're just kind of sad, you're kind of bummed out, like, oh, I want to snipe, put that aside. Put that aside for the next game that you're going to join, because there's plenty of games to play. Why mess this one up? Why mess up your win-loss? Stats really do count. If you're playing to win and you don't look at yourself and you just go to play and don't worry about anything else, and you never look at your stats, you'll never know how good you're doing. You're always going to be playing at the same level. So that's why excuse me, that's why you do kind of have to take a look at your stats. Not really your KD stats or, oh, my win-loss is this, and boast about it, but just look at it to performance-wise. See how well you're doing in the game, and if you're getting better, and if you're not, start changing things around. And also look at your gun stats. Like me, I always look at my gun stats, such as my sniper rifles, my shotguns. I look at everything. I look at my stats for accuracy, how many kills I have, and the gun that I have the most kills with, that's what I will rely on. That will be my last bet. If I'm going, 1 in 3 or something like that, or if I start off bad, I go to my favorite gun or the gun that I have the most kills with, and that's the M16A3. That's what you guys should start doing as well when you're playing this game. Fall back on something that's that's there to help you, that gives you that confidence that you're going to do a lot better if you do go back in it, if you change things around. And if not, just keep changing it around until something does work. That doesn't mean just blindly go out there, but make something that's gonna fit what the offense or the defense is doing, that's destroying you guys. Go for what is gonna help your team as well, because remember, like I said, it's a team game. And here I was sniping, but none of my teammates were taking the tanks. I had to drop back, and as soon as I spawned a tank, okay, I grabbed that and I helped my teammates out. And here I was taken down very quickly, which I don't like post patch, but there's not much we can do about it until they decide to change a couple things. And also when sniping, make sure you're not in the heat of the battle. Like right here, this was probably one of my mistakes, and probably cost me a couple deaths, because I was in there trying to push a little bit too hard. when I have a one-shot weapon, and you know, it's really not helpful. Dying, you know, on the defensive side of rush, it doesn't do anything to your team except it just pushes them back, because nobody has a spawn point, or they don't have somebody to spawn on, and if everybody's dying back to back, then the enemy team is actually gonna start taking that objective. Now, what you want to do to combat that, if everybody's dying and you notice it, you'll see those bright white skulls on your mini map. You'll start to see everybody's starting to die. It starts to, you know, click in your head a little bit. Maybe I should fall back just a little bit and try to hold this position down because I'm the last of the last. Now, a lot of people don't think about that, and they don't start to realize that, you know, if they do push up just a little bit, they might end up dying and allowing you know, probably the whole enemy squad to get into the objective. And here is what I love about players that understand that you need different type of people in the game. Like here, everybody was just about communicating, whether it was through the text menu in the PC. Everybody, you know, just knew what they were doing. Some guys were actually engineers, and other guys were assault guys, trying to help everybody up that did die. And assault guys are vital for rush mode as well, so make sure you do have plenty of assault guys. Just try to mix it around. Don't be just you know, a whole squad of one thing. But hopefully you guys love these tips and tricks I brought for you guys. My next tips and tricks is going to be on the engineer class, and wow, I have a video for you guys. I mean, a really good video. Just tune out for that. And if you guys are new to my channel, or if you're watching my content and you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to do, because there's always great content. And look at that game-winning shot. Peace.